everyone, welcome back. We hope that you enjoyed our last vlog and our vlog, and today we're going to kind of continue with the same topic. So getting a little bit more into what happens when the experiences that we have had don't get fully resolved, and how does that impact our brain and therefore our relationships with our children. So Connie, I know that you have a story that goes along with that, and really about how that particular issue sort of confronted you in your relationship with your son.
Yeah, it's very interesting. One of the things that we're going to talk about in our next few weeks with you is making sense of your story.
Yeah.
And as I started to make sense of my story, I had to go back to the suitcases that I packed through my experiences and my environment, and realized that I grew up in a home where, I had a great family, good parents, good grandparents, but they were very smart, intellectual, concrete thinkers, even though they were artistic. And then there was me. And I was the weird one. I was the artsy, chaotic one, very emotional.
Yeah.
And they didn't really know what to do with me. And then I married my mother. Now I don't I married someone like my mother.
Yeah.
I married a perfectionist. I married a concrete guy. I married someone who didn't know how to process emotion. Emotional intelligence wasn't really taught to him. And so I feel like I've spent most of my life trying to be understood, and not feeling heard was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Because my implicit memory, the things that I stored as a young girl, was, you don't deserve to be listened to. No one wants to hear it, Connie, so just shove it down. And so all of a sudden, when my kids wouldn't listen to me, I would freak out, and I'd be like, where is this wild, awful woman coming from?
Yeah.
But as I looked back and made sense of my story, it wasn't, I'm not an angry person. I just couldn't handle being not heard.
Absolutely.
And that was a big thing.
Yeah, it's like that little girl inside of you sort of got activated every time that was happening again. It's like once more, nobody sees me, nobody hears me.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And it all of a sudden, when it made sense, I was able to go there in my mind and in my heart and seek out for healing in that, and to rewrite that story, to have that not be our end, but our beginning. And so I've been really intentional about going to that place, and when I'm not being listened to, because as a parent, that happens a lot, more than we want.
Yeah.
And so I'm not trying to control my children anymore, because in my desperation, I could become quite mean. I could, it's very shameful for me to think that my children learned how to swear from me, really. I just couldn't control my tongue. But as we make sense of our stories, we can move forward, which is such a hopeful thing for anyone feeling like you're a parent too far gone. There's no such thing. But we do need to be brave and look at ourselves and look a little bit back so that our future can be different.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that really, just what you're saying, has such a profound correlation with really what happens in our brains and the way that experiences and memories are stored. And so when we retrieve them, when we bring them back, we actually make them a little bit more fragile, so we can start adding new information to those memories. And that's how we really start to rewrite that story, to change the impact that they're having on our present day perception of what's going on. And so yeah, we're definitely going to continue with this theme, and thanks for tuning in today. We hope that you read the blog for this week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. We're always available, and we're here for you.